So we put a Predator 212 on the Coleman bike, and we got it up to around 60 miles an hour, a little bit over 60 miles an hour, with an 18-tooth clutch on the engine, and then 75 on the back. And then right now it's got a 12-tooth on it with the 75 on the back, so it does around 50 miles an hour. So that's kind of a happy medium between speed and low end torque or quickness. So now I wanted to try to get it into the 2-second range like this other mini bike, because this thing does 0 to 30 in the 2-second range. So I was trying to get this one into the 2-second range from 0 to 30, and I figured a way to do it is to slap on this max torque racing clutch, and it has 10 teeth on it. So this should change the gear ratio from, like, I think it's like 7.25 to 1. So that should make it a lot quicker. And then it engages at 3,500 RPM too. So that should even make it quicker. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I put a 10-tooth max torque racing clutch on it, if it'll bring that bike, the Coleman bike, into the 2-second range from 0 to 30. Alright, I'm going to do some baseline runs, some baseline 0 to 30 runs to see what the 12-tooth will do first. And then after that, I'm going to throw the 10-tooth racing clutch on it and see the difference. Alrighty, 0 to 30 with a 12-tooth clutch. Coleman bike. Alright, the first 0 to 30 is 3.43. 3.43. Let's try it again. Alright, second 0 to 30 run. 12-tooth clutch. Alright, the second run. Alright, the second 0 to 30 run did it in 3.33. So now I'm going to go put the 10-tooth clutch on it and see what kind of difference it will make. Alright, pop off this chain guard. Alright, there we go. Alright, loosen up this tensioner. Pop off this clutch. Yeah, it makes it easy. There we go. Now we're nice and loose. There we go. All right, that's a pretty big difference. A 12-tooth versus a 10-tooth. And the other difference is with the 10-tooth versus the 12-tooth is the 10-tooth doesn't have a bushing inside, so you constantly got to make sure you lube this up. If you go up one more tooth, 11-tooth, then the 11-tooth does have a bushing, but the 10-tooth doesn't. So I got to constantly make sure that I lube this up all the time. Alrighty, make sure this shaft is nice and clean. This thing is dirty. This one doesn't have a bushing, so you have to make sure the shaft's nice and clean because it runs metal to metal. A metal shaft to metal clutch. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Alright, I got the 10-tooth max torque racing clutch on there, and I think it's a 7.25 to 1 ratio, so this thing should be super quick. We'll see though. 10-tooth racing clutch, 0 to 30 test. Here we go. This thing already feels a lot quicker. It's actually hard to keep the front end down now. So we'll see if I can get it. Thing is quick. Oh yeah, it did 0 to 30 in 2.7 seconds. It made it a lot quicker. Let me try it again. This thing did it in a 2.55. That's even faster than the blue bike. Man, this thing is quick. All right, test number 3. All right, test number 3 did it in a 2.52. It's even faster now. Man, yeah, this thing's even quicker than the blue bike. So the 10-tooth racing clutch made a big difference on the Coleman bike. It went from 0 to 30 in the 3s down to 0 to 30 in 2.53. I think that's one of the best ones, but that's actually faster than the blue bike. So this thing is the fastest bike I've had so far from 0 to 30 with that 10-tooth racing clutch. I think one of the reasons it grabs like at 3,500 RPMs. I mean, plus because of the gear ratio, but it grabs at high RPM, so it's already on the cam's already in its RPM range when it takes off. So yeah, it made a big difference, man. This thing is quick. It's actually kind of too quick. I might want to put the 12-tooth back on there. But yeah, it sure makes a difference. I'll tell you that. If you want your bike quick, one of these clutches will definitely do it.